This is the #1 radio show.
All right, Darren. Sorry about
Hello.
that. Yeah, we lost you there.
Sorry about
That's
that, man.
okay. No, but what I was saying was, I don't feel like I can really knock another man's hustle. You know what I mean?
Okay.
To someone out there listening, what it does for me is totally different what it does for somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, if I had to line myself up against it, you know what I'm saying? Would I personally do what they're doing? No, I wouldn't, because that's not the place that I come from musically. You know what I'm saying? But, it most definitely has a place. Has R&B music changed a lot? I think it has. Has it been compromised? I do believe that it has.
So you think the music
that,
that's out here now, you're not a fan of it?
Not necessarily. I mean, I listen, but it's not like I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is cut on my radio to listen to what's going on. I don't, not anymore. Most definitely not now. And
so who are you a fan
of? Like in current music, or just in general?
Currently,
yeah, let's go current.
Currently, I honestly like. I
it doesn't have
Joe.
to be male. It could be male or female.
Okay, I like Joe.
Okay.
Let me see. I do like Tank. I don't like everything that Tank does, but I think overall, I really do like Tank.
Okay.
I like Mario currently right now.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Dude can really sing. Like, nobody can knock that.
Okay.
Let me see. Well, I don't consider them new, but I mean, I grew up listening to them. But I female side, I love Faith and I love Brandy. In terms of currently, past though,
no Neyo.
I think what kind of rounds me out will most definitely be Donny Hathaway, Stevie. I listen to them heavy. And then from a gospel standpoint, I grew up listening to Commission, Daryl Coley. Also, I like Tim Burrell. So, it ranges for me. I listen to a lot of different things. So.
Wow. So no Neyo.
No Neyo.
Okay.
But I do respect. I respect that man's grind, though.
No.
Yeah.
I just had to ask, because I thought, when I heard you say like Joe and those kind of names, I figured you probably just left them out. So I just had to ask.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying.
It's not that I don't like Neyo, but I just don't really. I just haven't really gravitated to Neyo like that to really get into his work. But there's quite a bit of songs that I do like of it.
No, I mean, it's cool. I totally understand what you're saying, and it's kind of like using an analogy. It's kind of like, getting a ride to school from time to time in a Dodge Stratus is okay, but when your father pulls out that brand new Benz, you're more eager to pull up to school and hop out on the schoolyard and say, "Hey, I'm pimping, I'm balling." And that's what I try to tell Core. And it goes the same thing with R&B. The same thing goes for hip-hop. Prime example, it's not hip-hop anymore. Okay, obviously, I don't want DJ Capital K to start combing his beard, but I'm going to say this. KRS-One, he was cool in his time and whatever. Exactly. But now, with the evolution and everything, this Soulja Boy stuff, how are these guys considered rappers? You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with Trey Songz. I don't knock them. I think that they're very good on hooks. Throw them on a hook or something, and it's good. R&B isn't the same anymore, because you can listen to Trey Songz and compare him to Luther Vandross. We're singing the same thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, play A House Is Not a Home versus... What's Trey Songz? Oh, girl, it's your birthday. Like, come on, nobody wants to hear that. You can't make any kids off of that shit in the house. Right. Maybe in the car, yeah. The club, yeah.
In the club, right. It has its proper place.
I know I'm right.
But like something that's going to stand the test of time, no, not to me. But then at the same time, you have to consider like the big picture of what's going on too. Like we're in an era now where music is not in schools. Music is not being taught. There's no music appreciation of any kind. And also too, you got parents that are much younger now. That, like with our parents, when we driving down the street, you had to, like, you weren't going to listen necessarily to what was, playing on, like, the top 50 radio stations. You're going to listen to, like, a 104 or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to listen to some old school music, and you're going to know where what you listen to now came from. You know what I'm saying? That was passed down to us. So, us as musicians, there's a respect for music. But now that oral tradition that's been passed down, and then also the written tradition that was given to you in school, it doesn't exist. So there's no standard in terms of what should be like good music that'll stand the test of time. You know what I'm saying? Like that there has not been a standard place. And now too, when you look at it too, like the people that make these decisions regarding music, they're not musicians.
Exactly.
This is about money.
Exactly.
So they don't care what comes out. Versus back in the day, a lot of those people were musicians, or at least musically inclined.
Right.
You know what I mean? They had an ear for music. So there lies the
like the Quincy Joneses and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. That's why. Like you have to think about what's taking place in our society and why now everything can slip through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? But is everything that's being out right now terrible? No. It's different from what we're accustomed to, but that goes from like how we went from, you know, what was going on in the 50s and how, you know, we got to Motown and then how Motown shifted and we went into a more of a socially conscious style of music, and then we went into, you know, more of a, you know, using synthesizers and things like that in the 80s. Like the sound changed, and for anybody that belonged to those periods of time, as music changed, they were saying the same things that we're saying now. So,
right.
You know, I mean, I think just some of it is, you know, some of it is honestly, it's not good, but then some of it is, it's just not a part of what creates our experiences when it comes to music.
Yeah, and we could stay on this topic for probably like another 4 or 5 hours, and you know the radio and the labels, they're all brainwashing the consumers and tricking people into liking things that they normally wouldn't like, but you hear it so many times, and you know you get artist after artist after artist that sounds the same. So eventually, you know, you start saying, you know what, I do like this, you know, when it's really garbage. But with that said, September 17th at the Loft in Midtown is where you're going to be performing. And the show starts at 9 p.m. People can get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. The doors open at 8. What can we expect from D. Brock when we see this performance?
Man, well, the first thing is, like, now, you know, how we were speaking of differences. I think the difference is, like, what you hear is what you're really going to get. You know what I'm saying? There's no lip sync. There's no auto-tuning. None of that stuff.
Right.
I believe in old school, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, singing it. If I make that note, I make that note. If I don't, I don't. But it's 100% real all the time. But more than that, you know what I'm saying, like, I believe in creating an experience and having a good time with people that, you know, took the time to come and see, you know, what it is that I'm doing.
Are you going to do the whole live band thing?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a live band. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it up. So I mean, I like to think of my experience as a big party. You're coming into my house, and enjoying my house party. So, you know, I'm bringing entertainment. The drinks will be there. I'm not paying for them, but hey, it's all good. You know, I just like to have a good time. So, you know, I just like to set a mood, and I most definitely will be setting the mood for Miss Yazara. I'll be the first to go on, and Miss Yazara will go on after me. And she's a beast as well. So it's just going to be a really good time. It's going to be a really good time for anybody that's ever been to a foreign exchange show, like, you know, or even a Little Brother show. You know, the kind of energy that we like to put out there. So, I mean, I think it'll be very consistent in that energy and that love, and us just really wanting to go hard for those that, you know, support us. So.
Got you.
All right, man. And I heard you you have a song coming out, Waka Flocka.
Oh yeah.
It's called The End of My Career.
That's my greatest hit.
Oh yeah, exactly. And let me ask you a question too before you slide off the phone. We're gonna jump into one of your songs. I want you to introduce it momentarily. But now, so I'm with you with the whole thing about, like Core said, we can stay on this topic all day, 4 hours topic about R&B. But let me ask you this question: R&B, can you fight?
Can I fight?
Yeah, nah, you heard me. Yeah, can you fight?
Yeah, I can hold my own. I mean, I can't beat up everybody, but I'm
looking at your album cover. How come you R&B singers look so tough? How come you're not smiling? I see this one picture.
You must be looking at somebody to love.
I think he's looking at D. I think he's looking at the club flyer, the promo flyer.
Now I'm looking at all these pictures and I wish I could shoot them over real quick, but we're gonna get ready to slide out of here.
I can see what you're talking about. Now, I can most definitely say there was one I'm looking rather hard out there, but that was the only reason why. That was somebody to love. Now,
were you neglected as a kid or something?
Say what now?
Were you neglected as a kid? Because I mean, you don't smile in none of these pictures.
I got plenty of hugs.
Jaheim smiles. When Jaheim smiles, you don't know he's smiling because he doesn't have any teeth up there, so you think he's yawning. But
man, deep, Brock, man. Don't let this sidetrack you, man. Go ahead and introduce your single, man, so we can get into that, man.
Okay. For those that are listening,
you gotta stop laughing now. Put your serious face on.
It's Rain. I hope you like it. All right, here we go.
Cool.
Do you realize that
This is the #1 radio show.
Large FM.